Mr. Rudd.
Thank you all for coming out. Thanks, Taj, and everybody else who helped put this together. Start with a little history before the poetry. Ralph Waldo Emerson was once put in jail for refusing to pay his war tax for the Spanish-American War because he thought it was a bullshit war. And some douchebag paid his war tax for him, so he only ended up staying in jail for a day, but he did go. Now, if you're not familiar with our history too much, the Spanish-American War is the war that we fought to ensure white male landowners in Texas could own black people. That was what that war was about. That's why Emerson didn't want to pay it. He was willing to go to jail. So that's enough history. There's a little in the poem. This is kind of an angry poem. I usually do like nice happy poems. This is an angry poem because sometimes when like the disease is so bad, the medicine needs to be really strong, and sometimes it's kind of bitter. It's kind of bitter sometimes. So I want you all to take this personally. I do, but I don't want you to feel assaulted or threatened because I love you all. I really, really do, and I just think we can do better. So this poem is called Expat. My country, birthed in blood and plunder, the virgin prairie broke asunder to plant our fields. And later, under concrete, glass, and steel, we buried bones of other ancestors, not our own, and grew rich by whip and musket shot, and no sin accounted greed, and not for 1 second did we stop to question the providence of our manifest destination, or what it was that was pushing us on so, and driving us to such wicked ends. We call them savages, while we burned their homes and shot their children in dry stream beds. For such evil, 7 generations cannot make amends. But we never amended. No, we only demanded more and ever more. And when we reached the further shore, dreamt of others and their wealth, as yet unhad and unconsumed. My country, and your country too. So tell me, why is it that now you are so surprised to find our country at war? Be serious, brother. What do you think those taxes were for? What were they ever for? Now, as it began, so it continues until the end of time or Chinese credit. And the only question to answer now is just how long are you going to go along with it? Go to your protest and pay your taxes. Wave your sign while somewhere in Iraq the axe falls again and again on your dime. And who's it going to be this time? 6-year-old kid with his arm blown off? Girl killed on her way to school? An infant burned, her mother screaming in the streets? Do you think about them when you hold your sign and pay your taxes? 50 cents of every dollar that we know about to spread death and ruin. 50 cents of every dollar to sow heartache and destruction in every corner of our globe. Don't be silly. You thought you were paying for roads? 50 cents of every dollar for tanks and uranium-coated bullets. 50 cents of every dollar for Apache helicopters and hand grenades and M16s. 50 cents of every dollar for missiles and machine guns and landmines. You're familiar with the expression, bang for your buck? So listen, this ain't my country anymore. Not since I decided I was not going to fund their bullshit war, and I grew weary of the sham elections. Even when you elect a black community organizer, you still get a fucking white lawyer. So, go ahead. Hold your sign, and go to your rally, and write to your congressman, and pay your taxes, and try to fix the system from within, and I wish you luck. But be aware that in the interim, they are killing people, just like you, and just like me. And you can have your protest, but you damn well better give them your money.